All right, welcome everyone. Today's video is going to be a quick review on a line that I've been using recently. This is the Twitch Master. It's by VARIVAS. This is in the Super Trout Advanced series line. For me, I really been liking this line. The castability of it has been better than the other two that I did reviews on. I did a review on the Bush Trail, which is like their tougher line. Then I also did one on the Sight Edition line as well, which is a brighter green line. It's really good for following your light lures. I'll put those links up above. But for the Twitch Master, it has a very light pale yellow color, as you can see on the reel here. So it's definitely the least visible of the three lines that I've mentioned, but you can still see it. It's a little bit, I don't want to say it's more difficult, it blends in a little bit more, especially in, this is a clear river here, and also I fish a lot of tannic waters, and it blends in both just fine. The main difference with the Twitch Master versus the Bush Trail or the Sight Edition that I've used is it says VLS nylon on the package. What that means is very low stretch, and the reason why it's called Twitch Master is in a lot of these faster currents that you'll see here in a little bit, you can actually lose feeling of your line. Like if you use braid, it's a little bit different, but braid has its own issues in current as far as a lot of vibration on rocks that come across. So the way to still get that nice feel of your lure, because what would happen is if you're fishing in these heavy currents and you're using, let's say, a normal monofilament line, when you're twitching, the stretch of that line actually kind of dampens the feel of your lure, and also it dampens the amount of your hook set, but also the way that you can twitch your lure. So I have like right here, this is the Ryuki Spearhead. It's meant to be twitched in these faster rivers like this, and there's a bunch of other different minnow style baits. But you're able to keep getting action, and I've noticed that kind of right off the bat. The first thing I noticed was that it casts really nice. But also being able to twitch your lure in these current situations, you can draw a lot of reaction strikes. Like today I'm fishing, this river is, it goes right into Lake Superior, and a lot of salmon run up stream. So I'm gonna try to get some of them, but a lot of times they're not feeding right now. They're looking for reaction strikes, or if you're gonna use, skein or any sort of like egg imitator, that'll work too. But the strategy I'm going with is just using brightly colored lures and just twitching them along, and you're drawing those reaction strikes. So if I'm using normal monofilament, a lot of times I've noticed is that when I'm going to twitch it, I have to twitch it really hard in order to get action to kind of get through that stretch of that line. All right, how I like to compare to the stretch for the Twitch Master versus other monofilament lines, let's say they both break at 5 pounds, right? And let's say they break when they're at max stretch. So that like say 5 pound, just say whatever brand or whatever kind of monofilament, it stretches really easy, almost like a rubber band. So then it gets to its max stretch, and then let's say at 3 pounds, or let's say 2 pounds. And then it still has like 3, 4, 5 snap. Versus the Twitch Master, it would still break at 5 pound. It's true rated line. I think it's IGFA for the 5 pound. No, not on here, I have to check on the website. But when that stretch happens, it's more gradual. It'll still get to the max stretch before it breaks. But instead of getting to max stretch, let's say at 1 or 2 pounds of force, it's getting up to like 4 pounds of, and this isn't scientifically proven, I'm just saying like, it gets further into the breaking strength before it hits its breaking point, like where it stops stretching. So with that, I'm able to keep twitching and also be able to put a little bit more force on fish, because when you have current like this, you gotta be able to get the fish in as fast as possible. So what I'm doing, like I'm twitching the lure, and then when I hook up, I'm getting a more solid hook set than I would with like a more stretch monofilament. So I'm getting a good hook, getting a good hook set, which that a lot of times helps you land more fish. But also with that last stretch, I can control the fish a lot better and be able to close the fight a lot sooner in this current versus worrying about stretch, and then the line gets wrapped around rocks or whatever. And I'm using a glass rod here. It's a pretty limber rod. It's like an ultralight rod. It's a custom rod that I've been working on for a while. But using the glass rod with the normal monofilament can be a little bit troublesome, especially on long hook sets. But with the lower stretch of the Twitch Master, it actually has been helping me be able to get those good hook sets, and then the line still stretches. It's just not as easy as most monofilaments. And this rod still cushions too. So I'm actually able to land a lot of fish that I would have had a lot more difficult if I was using different line. All right, so if you like these types of reviews, I'll be doing more line reviews, lure reviews, all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to see that, subscribe. Also comment down below what line that you use for trout in these fast current, and also what type of lures you use as well.